Arsenal and England goalkeeper Aaron Ramsdale has spoken out on homophobia in football and says he won't hold back about discriminatory comments or online hate. In an open letter on the Players Tribune, Ramsdale has spoken of the hurt he felt when he signed for Arsenal after comments from online accounts and also TV pundits suggesting he wasn't good enough to play for the club. Ramsdale has also opened up about one of his brothers, Ollie, who's gay, and how he's been an inspiration to him and his family. Ramsdale says, over the years, I've probably bit my tongue a few too many times, both in dressing rooms and on social media, whenever I hear homophobic comments or stupid things being said. And I think maybe my brother has done the same, thinking it would make my life easier. Well, all that ends today. As a keeper, I've heard it all. You can say almost anything about me and I'll have a laugh. I might even turn around and say something right back to you. But when it crosses a certain line into homophobia or hate, it's simply wrong. I can already hear the comments, oh, shut up, Ramsdale, stick to football, lad. But this is about football. Football is for everyone. If you disagree, maybe you're the one who needs to shut up and look in the mirror. I want this game I love to be a safe and welcoming place for everyone. I want my brother Ollie or anyone of any sexuality, race or religion to come to games without having to fear abuse. And when we lift a trophy at the Emirates Stadium, I want my brother there with me. What could the trolls tell us then? Not a thing. Well, joining us now to discuss Ramsdale's comments is Jacob Jefferson from Gay Gooners, Arsenal's official supporters group for LGBT+ fans. A very open and honest written piece from Ramsdale. Can you give me your reaction when you read it?
Well, feeling of pride, really, utter pride that a player from our club was willing to speak out so bravely. I mean, the article touched on lots of things, not just homophobia. It touched on the miscarriage that he and his wife suffered. Touched on the social media abuse that he got when he joined Arsenal. So the whole thing was incredibly brave. But specifically on the homophobia, so powerful to put his, really to put his face up and talk on these issues. I think it's sometimes easy for players to hide behind the wider campaigns like Rainbow Laces, but to really come out and be so brave is really powerful. I'm sure he'll get some social media abuse, but as all these things always do. But he clearly doesn't care. He clearly wants to support, LGBT fans and his brother, of course. And that's so powerful, and it means so much. There's been an outpouring of support within our group, Gay Gooners, on our Facebook group. So many people just saying they're so proud to be an Arsenal fan, so proud to have him in our squad. And I think there's a media obsession sometimes about footballers, gay or bisexual male footballers coming out. But I think something like this can be equally as powerful. Someone who's a clearly true and visible ally and has been, for many years with our group. He appears on the halftime video condemning homophobic chanting at the Emirates Stadium every week. And he's done other things to connect with our group. He recorded a video message for one of our members who was terminally ill. So he's really gone out of his way. In private before as well, not just publicly like this, to support our group, to support LGBT fans and football in general.
Jacob, maybe it's something that Aaron Ramsdale hasn't even spoken to his teammates about before now. So do you think this will spark some important conversations in dressing rooms as well?
I hope so. He touched in his article about the fact that he's heard homophobia in dressing rooms. He didn't refer, if that was early on in his career or is it more at Arsenal. But I really hope so. I know the players at Arsenal are well aware of our group and what we do for the club, what we do for fans. A lot of them recorded videos for us, wishing us all the best for our 10th anniversary in February. About 4 or 5 members of the first team squad. So they know about our group. We have our Gay Gooners banner up at the stadium, and I know that they know us, and I do hope. Not just in Arsenal. Obviously, Ramsdale's in the England side. So I do hope it sparks those conversations. And as I said, it's as equally as powerful as a player actually coming out as gay or bisexual. I really do think, and he's incredibly brave to do it.
Jacob, as you said, Ramsdale did admit that he's still heard homophobic comments in dressing rooms. How much do you think that can mentally affect a player, especially such a young player as well at 25?
Yeah, I think especially in the context of his family, and he was, very clear that he's always been supportive of his brother. This isn't just for PR. This article, this is showing genuine support for his brother. I think some footballers, we've seen. I don't necessarily want to single him out because lots of players have gone to Saudi Arabia, but obviously Jordan Henderson was a very visible ally for LGBT football and LGBT fans. But a lot of people feel like he might have betrayed that trust now. But in the context of where he's grown up with supporting his gay brother, I think that is harmful. I'm sure it has been harmful to him. His family come along to games, as he said, and that he might think he's not welcome there. His brother's welcome there is a massive thing, and I would say that we have fans who don't always feel welcome even at Arsenal games. There is still homophobic chanting going on. Sometimes about our own group, the Gay Gooners, but in wider context about opposition players. And I think he was very clear in his article that players do hear chants. He talked about how in his first game away at West Brom, where the Arsenal fans gave him a really amazing reception, how much that meant to him. So it's clear that players do actually hear chants and actually have an impact. It's not just something that goes on the stadium, that doesn't happen on the pitch as well. I just hope this message really gets through to all of football, to other players in Arsenal and England, across the Premier League and wider, and also fans, that your words do actually have an impact on players on social media and chanting in the stadiums. It's not just for other fans to hear. And what we want to do is support our players and to be the best they can.
Yes, absolutely. Jacob, thank you so much for coming on. Great to hear your thoughts.
Thank you.